What's up, everybody? This is going to be kind of a short video this week. I had to pressure wash and stain this whole entire fence here this week, but I will be able to get into some brake lines and where I put the hub all back together this week. Subscribe, because next week I'm going to have a video about my wife and I going to Moultrie swap meet in Georgia. It's a huge swap meet. I'm looking forward to this. So I'm gonna film it, and I hope you enjoy. But for now, let's get into the van project. I took the front wheel bearings and I packed them with grease like this, and I'm about to put the wheel seal on. This is the booster bracket from my other video, and I'm hoping to clean it up during this week. This is the other one that I said was going to be coming in the mail. Now I have two. The one problem with this one is this rod is, I don't know if somebody tried to weld that in or if it's just rusted that badly. There are so many little tiny unfinished jobs on this van. For instance, the small hard line. I got the brake forming tool. I also bought a double flaring kit for brake lines. So let's see how that goes. I've got a very similar bend here now, but it's way too long. So I'll pull back and cut this here, and then use the double flaring kit. See how it works. So now I need to deburr the inside. I don't have anything, but maybe this drill bit will clean it up a bit on the inside. This is the 3/16 adapter. Okay, but it tells me that when I put this thing through, that I should let it stick out right here the same size or length of the largest adapter. So I got it out right. Now I'm going to tighten this down. All right, it says to lightly grease this and to stick it in button side down. It says for me to continue flaring until the shoulder of the adapter hits the tool. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to back it off. All right, now we're going to use this without the adapter. I do believe we've nailed it. Okay, we got major problems here. This started going sideways and it broke the button off into the tool. This is super cheap, Harbor Freight, Pittsburgh brand, and it has broken on the second use. And it ruined, most likely ruined, the part So this will have to be returned to the store. All right, there's the new line test fitted in. And it gets up to the hose like it should. Got to decide what I want to do with this. I know I'm going to take it back to the store, but should I get another one just like it, or get the other brand that they have there that's a lot more expensive? All right, we've got it all together. I do have a new brake hose and clip, but I'm gonna wait till I paint this area before I put that on. Another day out here in the garage, I went out to Harbor Freight and picked up another one of these identical double flaring toolkits. This time I'm being a lot more careful, and I believe I've unlocked the secret that I needed to make some really good looking flares. To use a little bit less than the instructions say to stick out from the tool, a little bit less than what they say, and use plenty of grease on the button. If you go slowly and make sure you're going straight, you should have a pretty good experience with the tool. Here are the rear brake lines for the rear axle. I've already bent them into shape using the little tool I got from Harbor Freight. Of course, they were a little too long, and I cut them and flared them. All right, I like the way that turned out. We've got all four corners with new hard brake lines. The only thing that isn't new is the lines in the middle of the vehicle. And I'm considering just trying to pressurize them and see if they are good enough to reuse. Yeah, that's it for this week. So don't forget, I'm going to Moultrie, Georgia to the Moultrie swap meet, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's a huge event, and I'm going to film it all. I'm going on this trip with my wife. We're just going to do a nice little road trip. So subscribe, make sure you check that out. All right, be good.